Going live. We are live. Hello and welcome. My name's John Spark from Travel with Purpose, and welcome today to our very special interview. On the line with me, I have Lee Evanson, the State Business Development Manager for Insight Tours, a really fantastic company, and I'd like to just say a quick hello to Lee. Hello, Lee.
Hi, John. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, and we'll switch back to me now. This is actually the first time we've ever done one of these calls, so there may be a couple of technical challenges in here. But let me just give you a bit of an insight, excuse the pun, on what this is about. I've got Lee here, and I've already pre-framed Lee with half a dozen questions around his product that I'm hoping will become kind of related to perhaps your first date with somebody and you're going out to have a coffee with them. This is a way of finding out whether Insight might or might not be a good fit for you, and for Lee to share some of the tasty morsels, so to speak, of how Insight works. And we are all quite understanding it doesn't work for everybody. No product does. But I think by the time you finish listening to what Lee has to say, you'll definitely be able to say to yourself, you know what, I need to go further, and at the end of this video we're going to show you how to do that. Or you'll be able to say, well, it was good to see what they're about, but maybe not right at the moment. So Lee, I'm about to ask you the first question, so I'm going to cut the screen over to you.
Okay, excellent.
Okay, Lee, why does Insight exist? And what I mean is, what is Insight's main purpose when it comes to clients, and why do you feel this is important?
Well, John, Insight Vacations really exists to open the door to many wonderful destinations around the world. Clients, when they travel with Insight, they have a unique opportunity to visit a country and not just as tourists, but to really become fully immersed in the destination. And what we do is we offer our clients luxury premium escort journeys, which gives the client the opportunity to sit back, relax while we take care of everything. With Insight, we value our time enormously, and that is why we pay attention to all this, so the customer can relax and we take care of everything.
Yeah, Lee, it's the one good thing I love about Insight. When I first saw your new range of products, it just impressed me. I frankly just wanted to get out and go and do it myself. Have you got any examples of how Insight can really just show clients or show people how they pay attention to detail? Does anything come to mind?
Yeah, there's lots of examples, John, really. You think about it, when you're doing that, you can literally switch your brain off. From the moment you arrive, welcome dinner on the first night when you meet your tour director and fellow guests, everything's taken care of. We've already gone on and searched the best restaurants for the guests to go and eat and try authentic food. So we're going to be staying in the best hotels. But just the little things that we do, when we arrive at a hotel, the luggage is taken to the room for the kids as well. They never have finger. When we take different types of transport, like Darwin to Europe, again, portrait is included as well. And our tour directors also include what we call inside onto many of our journeys, which will be a little hidden gem of something iconic to that country visit. So, for example, we might take you to visit a gentleman called Sergio who makes the best gelato in the world, and he's actually a world champion. Or in the UK, we might go and take you in Yorkshire for a Yorkshire pudding demonstration. We add little flourishes and little extras along the way, nice little prizes that the guests may not know they're going to have included on their journey, but they actually bring us to our guest face, and oh, that was very nice. We went into that. We like to add little surprises in the itineraries as well.
Ah, okay. Well, you mentioned the Yorkshire pudding. My dad was from Yorkshire, and I used to get those made for us every Sunday like clockwork. So I'm very familiar with those. And if you haven't eaten a really good one, it's an experience that's worth having sometime in your life.
Yeah, we do a Yorkshire pudding demonstration on our on our UK tour, because we understand how important it is to the Yorkshire, and it's best to taste what a true Yorkshire pudding is really like.
Yeah, cool. Lee, question two is there any one aspect of insight that you feel sets you apart from your competitors? And if there is this one aspect, how did you guys actually identify that it was important?
Well, the Insight Vacations tagline, the art of touring style, and that really resonates through everything we do within the company. So we try the highest level of luxury to our guests and each different facet of an Insight Vacation journey. So whether it's traveling on one of our luxury customized 40-seater coaches. Now, this is where Insight sets itself apart from everybody. A standard company will take people touring make 53 seats on their coaches. With Insight, thought, what can we which is different? So we reduced the amount of seats on board. We actually spread the seats out. So it's really like traveling business class on an airline. So you get up to 100% more leg, and you also get this amazing window space as well. The panoramic views across your USA and India. So the coach is one of the big factors of our journey in terms of the style and the comfort we give. That's one of our big selling points. But it's not just the coach. There's every single part of the Insight journey trying for the best in terms of comfort and style. So whether that's our hotels, this is a secret of ours that we like to ensure our guests stay in the very best in terms of location, but also in the best location. And this picture on screen now of the Millennium Hotel that we use in Venice. It's actually on Venice Island. Guests arrive here, they get given a glass of champagne upon arrival. Again, the bags are taken to the room, and you can go upstairs, relax, sit down in a rooftop pool, and overlook them gorgeous views. And it's these if like detail, because we understand that when a guest is on a vacation, especially if you're doing an escorted journey, you may only have a couple of nights destination. So we don't want our guests to be on the outskirts commuting. We want our guests to have been within walking distance. So hotel quality and the location is key. But we also have these amazing signature hotels well. So it could be like staying in this hotel. This the Monmouth Plantation, which is on our USA Rhythms and Flavors tour. 19th century plantation part of it. Might want to stay. This is the Château de Rochette and the Loire Valley on our French heritage tour. Or finally, one of my personal favourites is in Canada, where you get to stay in Emerald Lake Lodge, and each guest will have one of these gorgeous wooden lodges that have heated hot tubs outside, gorgeous fireplaces, and balconies over the lake, set right in the heart of the Rocky. So
I
it's
know
not
why.
just one thing, John. It's a whole range.
I can see why that's one of your favourites. My goodness me, that looks appealing. And especially with the snow around it, I would love to be there then.
Yeah, it's a fairy tale destination.
Thanks for that, Lee. Now, when you look at your products, is there a single tour or experience that stands out from all the others? And if so, who is attracted most to this? What person are they appealing to? Because not everything works for everybody.
Right, yeah, and we completely. So with Insight, we've tried to, if you like, give a different style of journey to suit whatever the person might want from their vacation, because we understand every single person is different to the next what they want from their vacation. So we give different journey styles. The first time travel to Europe, we have an itinerary style called Discovery Journeys. This is when the guest will get to visit a whole range of different countries on one particular itinerary. So great for the first time travel. We also have these tours. itineraries that have got a minimum of 3 nights in each destination that we visit. And an example is one is in Italy, where we have 3 nights in Rome, it's in Florence before ending in Venice for 3 nights. So really relaxed itineraries, and you have a lot of free time built in as well. We also have mini trips that take you to London for the week, maybe a small battlefields tour of France. Regional focus on a specific area, maybe northern Spain and Basque territory. And then we also have our country roads itineraries that get you off the beaten track. And finally, our all-inclusive gold tour. So it really is, every single itinerary is different to each other, but we do understand each guest has different tastes and different flavours. But we don't just offer escort in these lands. Insight 2015, we offer premium escorted journeys by road, rail, and cruise. And one that really has captured the imagination of our guests for 2015 is this 9-day Dalmatian Elegance tour. Croatia, where you fly to Split, you have a night in the medieval town of Trogir, and then we have 7 nights luxury cruising around the Dalmatian coast, visit all the beautiful Croatian islands along the way. With Insight, like I said, the art of touring styles, we have to pick a so the yacht that we use, the MV and only takes 38 guests on board. So the guests will be traveling around in the high level of comfort and style, and in the islands to take part in some amazing onshore experience, like a wine visit to Corfu. And if you just see on that picture there, it's actually got steps that go down into the ocean. So when we do more on the islands, you can go down and have a swim, and then beautiful, calm, tranquil waters as well. So there's so many. There is so appeal for 2000 with vacations.
I look at that yacht, Lee, and as I'm looking at it, I just say to myself, this must be how the rich and famous live. And the good thing about it is you actually don't have to be rich and famous to sample it. Obviously, that's why you guys are marketing it just as a ballpark. And I don't really want to talk about pricing normally, but I just can't help it with this just to get a perspective. What would a typical, what is it, a 10-day cruise set an average person back? How much is it?
So this tour starts at $2,400, which works out about 47, and then that's cruising for amount of time on this mega yacht. That's nearly all your meals included as well, and as well we actually include $300 worth of on-tour signature experiences too. So guests really, once they pay for this itinerary, they're going to have so much included. $247, incredible value for the guests as well.
Wow, yeah, it's certainly. I remember when I first saw your presentation on this, it was immediately elevated up my bucket list because I had never been around the Dalmatian coast, and to experience it in comfort and style, and the obvious care and attention that you guys give would be pretty special. Now, question 4 is, what is the most common mistake that people make that you wish they could avoid when they were considering Insight? And this one here is, I think it's one of my favourite questions, really.
Yeah, and there is a common mistake, John. People, when they think of Insight vacations, well, one of the main method of transport we use is a coach. So automatically, people, fortunately, stigmatise that. They think it's all up being a coach day, and they're going to be restricted, and it's really not about that. The coach for us is a method of transportation. What we do with Insight is we make it as comfortable as possible, because many of the destinations that we visit in Europe, USA and India, you can actually only get to these destinations by the road. So we try to make it as comfortable as possible. So that is why we restrict the coach to 40 seats, and then it's got a group size of 29. It's really a vehicle to get our guests from A to B. You're never on the coach for more than 2 hours at a time. It's just the same as maybe taking a cruise or a riverboat to actually get you to the destination. When you travel within some, what guests really remember is the experience. It's the food along the way. It's trying to how we reimagine the vacation. It's like on this slide here when we go down to the Capri, for example, where we spent 2 nights on a majority of our Italian tours. It's a beautiful island with making views, and we take people on an open-top taxi ride. It's one of the iconic cars of the island of Capri, and we take every guest on a little short spin around the island and see them breathtaking views, sit back and relax. And it is about these experiences. These are the experiences that people remember when we return home. It could be like Sergio as well. He owns his own vineyards in Umbria, and he actually invites insight guests into his home to tell them about the family history, how it's been in his family history for many generations, and how much pride he has of the vineyard and the olive oil he has in his family home. And we finish the day by tasting some of the best wines and some of the best olive oils that you could possibly imagine in a destination. And it really is experiences that resonate, and it's what they go back home and tell their friends. It's also the new friends that they get, because when you do travel on an inside tour, you do get this unique camaraderie, if you like, between you and these people you travel with. And I'm sure with 40 new friends, and I will include the tour director in that as well, because they really are like a traveling friend in a foreign land.
I got to say that the great majority of people who come back, the number one thing is always the friends that they made, the new acquaintances, travelling with like-minded people. That's the power of a group. And then the tour director normally comes in second, and thirdly is actually the rest of the experience is funny enough. So, I mean, you guys are on the money with that. Now, speaking of that, I said, if you could tell me one thing, and one thing only, that if I knew this, it would ensure my experience with Insight could be the most rewarding possible, what would you say to me?
Well, I just think, John, when anybody does, when anyone takes the opportunity to travel to a new country, to seek new frontiers, then I think you have to do it with an open mind. And what's better about traveling with Insight is we allow our guests to relax and to really enjoy the experience, because we have done, like I said before, we've done the research, we've arranged all the transportation, we've chosen the best local restaurants, and we've arranged all these amazing experiences for our guests to take along the way. So the great about it is when you travel within this, just to relax and open your mind up to try to take these wonderful experiences, like the signature dining, like our amazing evening experiences, where you can take you to places like the Moulin Rouge. All I say is to people, of course it's not free, but travel is the only thing you can buy that will make you richer, and I really do believe that.
And you're spot on the money. That's obviously why we relate a lot to your company and value its experiences that it brings our clients. And if you take that mindset, that attitude, the number one thing I tell anyone to take on holiday on a personal basis, I said you must take on an understanding that with an open mind and realizing that nothing is like it is at home. Otherwise, stay at home. I mean, that's it, really. And if you go away and say, well, yes, maybe there's some hiccups, maybe there'll be some hitches, or certainly there'll be some challenging, different perspectives and views and experiences that are going to make me richer as a person, then you're in the right place. Okay, we're down to the last question, and another one that I quite like, actually, because it's one question, didn't I ask you, that you wished I did as you know, it would be of great value to anyone who might be considering engaging Insight as a way of helping them have a more rewarding experience on their next trip. So, what can it deliver that, in your opinion, would be beyond the expected holiday experience?
Well, one question that we didn't talk about is Insight's reputation, because it's all me sitting here today to actually tell you about the amazing of Insight and what we stand for and what we believe. But really, it's just myself that believes this. Our reputation really does speak for itself. Now, as a company, we've been doing escort journeys for the last 35 years, and we really are now the world when it comes to escort journeys. And it's not just my opinion. Every single year in Australia, there is an awards, a national awards in Australia, and Insight, I'm proud to say, we've won the best international operator a record 6 times. Now that is twice as many as any other company out of Australia that does escort journeys. So we really are the world leader when it comes to giving people guided experiences. And for 2015, it is our signature year. So no matter which itinerary your guests or our guests choose to take with Insight, they're going to have a whole array of what we call signature events, including experiences that were from the unique signature hotels to some of the best dining that they'll ever taste, and also they'll have the friendly the friend in a foreign land with our tour directors to get them through and to really make these destinations come alive. The tour directors, as being a traveling agency, they really can add so much to an itinerary, and we like to say that of the magic dust of an Insight tour. So 2015, we just wish people trust Insight. Hopefully you've seen what we can offer to us in terms of the level of experiences, the quality, and if you just with your European vacation, I believe you'll come home with a total new mindset and really that we reimagine how your vacation.
Thank you, Lee. I appreciate everything you've shared, and considering this is our first date and our first coffee together, I'm actually quite excited, especially about doing one of those cruises in the Dalmatian coast there. Have you got something that perhaps others who may be watching this now, if they have got the inkling or the interest to maybe investigate a little bit further? I mean, of course, they can call us on 1-800-1300-635 if they want to talk to somebody who's very knowledgeable about your product. And just to touch base on one other aspect, your reputation and is any of the suppliers that we use, it's critical. A supplier makes or breaks a trip, and the way that they do that is by having their understanding of what the clients are looking for, and your awards are testimony that not only do you understand it, you deliver on it. So congratulations and good luck in 2015. But have you got a video or something maybe that gives a little bit more insight into what you guys have on offer, just in case people are not really ready or sure whether they should be connecting with us direct at this point?
Yes, John, definitely. Like you said before, any further questions in regard to Insight, your guests will be able to get in contact with yourselves, Travel with Purpose, as you are experts in our product as well. But I do have a video. It's actually an example of what an Insight tour is like. It's one of our Italian tours, and it really brings alive the experiences that you can take on an Insight vacations journey. So, if you don't mind, I'll actually run that video.
Technical technical issue, is it? Or is it still loading up?
It's playing on my screen at the moment.
Okay, well, what we'll do is we'll insert the link in here, so you can just click on it. It's not appearing on the screen. Oh, there you go. There's the screen just starting now. It's probably going to be easier for most people to watch that. So I'll actually have the link here. Thank you, Lee. Certainly appreciate your time this morning and the wonderful way that you've shared your knowledge of Insight and what your product can do. And thank you those who attended. If you have any questions whatsoever, write them in the chat box and we promise to respond to those within 24 hours. So with that, Lee, I'll sign out and I'll call you back on the phone in a second. Oh, hang on.